Landovel, my boy! You're alive! I'm so relieved!
Father, is that you? Are you... this ghost?
I think we're dead.
That's my father's handwriting. And someone else's as well. What does it mean? All this time, I had been searching for my father. He can't be dead. He's faced the jaws of a sea serpent and lived. We were caught in a powerful storm, and the sky shone a sickening hue. I had my sea legs, but the incessant waves drove me to my knees. I heard my father shouting. I heard him yelling. At me, at the crew. A huge wave struck the ship and I fell into the churning sea. Oh, I can still taste the salt water. My lungs felt so heavy. I was choking on it. But if I drowned, then how did I awaken here? What happened to the rest of the crew? What became of my father? Why was I spared? All this time, I had been searching for my father. The Daedric Prince has many faces and is known by many names. To the Khajiit, Hamora. Herma Mora to the Mer. Among seafarers, he is called Hermas Mora, he who resides in the darkest depths. I am not superstitious, but my father, on the other hand, would mutter some prayers into his locket each time we set sail. Among seasoned sailors, Hermas Mora is both a blessing and a warning. Speak his name with dignity, and one may cross the most vicious seas with little more than slightly damp boots. Ignore him, and you risk his wrath. All this time, I had been searching. These all belong to my father, the locket, the spyglass, and the logbook. The spyglass is my father's. He would let no one else use it and took meticulous care of it. These cracks are new. They radiate from a single point, as if it witnessed something truly horrid. This hardy thing has seen more years of use than I've been alive, and never had a single scratch. For it to not be simply scratched, but cracked like a spiderweb. No. What he saw was unfit for mortal eyes. All this time, I had been searching for my father. He can't be dead. These all belong to my father. The locket, the spyglass. Yes, the locket. This engraving is of myself as a boy and my mother. He rarely let it out of his sight. But this, the symbol on the back, it wasn't here before. Yes. All this time, I had been... These all belong to my father. This is my father's log, from the opulent gale. It's where he'd track our voyages, noting the weather and the navigational heading. Except for these last few entries. They're odd. It's all strange symbols and personal entries at the end. And there is something else, written by someone else. The last note is addressed directly to me. Yes. Listen. I cannot condemn you to the depths, my son. I must do the unthinkable. I am sorry. He was afraid I would die. And I remember being swept off the ship. I'm not dead, am I? Right. Then why did he apologize? And this other writing? Whose words are these? The pact is made. Father, what did you do? What deal did you make? All this time, I had been
Landovel, my boy! You're alive! I'm so relieved!
Father, is that you? Are you... this ghost?
brought my son here. I thought I lost him. For that, you have my thanks. I'm Nanarel, captain of the Opulent Gale. My son's been restored to me. We must complete the pact before this gift is taken back. I watched my son swept overboard. He would drown in the storm. I appealed to a greater power, but didn't complete the ritual. We must finish the task, lest he perish again. You must sacrifice 3 tokens from my past. Logbook, spyglass, and locket at the unquenchable brazier near the entrance to the sea caves to seal the pact. Do this for us. This must be a shock to my son, but we must see this task through. Seek the unquenchable brazier that marks the entrance to this place. Forgive me. What I had managed to do for my son came at a great cost. The others did not make it, I'm afraid. You have seen the wandering souls shambling on these shores. I have been charged with guiding them home. But I must seal the pact, lest Hermes Mora take back my son. Take my belongings and burn them at the brazier. This must be a shock to my son, but we must see this task through. Seek the unquenchable brazier that marks the entrance to this place. The unquenchable brazier is a kind of beacon for the blighted souls that are damned at sea. Hermes Mora calls to them. It's as you say. For our purposes, it's a direct connection to Hermes Mora himself. There we'll offer the sacrifices of my past, so that I may guarantee my son's survival.
I am alive. I should be dead. I need time to think all this over. Let's do as he says and go back to the brazier where you found me.
What we just witnessed. Distressing, horrid, disconcerting. Apologies, cohort. I'm free associating to deal with my emotions. Of course, yeah, just processing. Tem, it seems, was telling the truth. Afraid Fate has grown in strength somehow. Become adversarial. Allow me to take back the Fate Weaver key. I'll need to consider this new information. The introduction of this adversary into the experiment was unforeseen. Let's reconvene in my room at Cypher's Midden.
My father traded his life for mine.
Let me tell you all, my friend. Then you can cast the items into the flames and complete my pact.
This brazier really is a bit odd on second glance. This is a lot to take in. Am I to do as my father says and condemn him to this place? That is what plagues me. I would have never chosen such a thing. He was everything to me, and now I bear the guilt of the sacrifice he made. How can I face my mother after this? I wish there were. Dealing with the Daedra is perilous in the first place. This brazier really is a bit odd on second glance. This is a lot to take in. Am I to do as my father says and condemn him to this place? That is what plagues me. I would have never chosen such a thing.
I will tell you everything. Of my relationship to the Daedric Prince, and what I did to save my son. The pact was with Hermas Mora, who sleeps with his secrets in the depths. I had learned an incantation to entreat with him from an ancient sailor, and inscribed the summoning into my logbook. When I saw my child swept away in the storm, I knew he would perish, and I invoked the pact. Hermas Mora heard my prayers and answered. At a cost. My son was saved, but I am fated to serve as Hermas Mora's guide in this land of lost souls. You must burn the relics of my past, so I exist only in memory. Sacrifice the spyglass, logbook, and locket in the brazier. These items represent my past. Place them in the sacred... You've heard what I have to say. Now place the sacrifices into the flame.
The logbook. Why didn't it burn? I don't understand. How is this possible? Hermas Mora has changed the bargain. It now reads, "Let Nanarel, or the memory of him, become my guide for the drowned dead." The words, "or the memory of him," are new. What does this mean? You mean to suggest Hermas Mora wants me to forget my own father? Forget our time together? Surely I would never... No, I will do it. If it means my father will return to the mortal plane, I will do whatever it takes. Hermas Mora will trade my memories for my father's life. I would forget him, but he would live. Yes. Give me the book.
I would rather perish than let my son forget me. Let me seal the pact.
Traveler, give me the book. I will gladly trade my memories for his life. My father put everything on the line to save me, but I cannot let him die. Not if there's a better alternative. Should I hesitate when my father made the same choice? This isn't what I wanted, but my memories seem a small price to pay for his life. Give me the book.
I'm unsure how you came to help my son, but I'm indebted to you, stranger. Give me the book, so I may finish this. I made my choice the moment my son was swept overboard. Hermes Mora honored his side of the deal. I will honor mine. And I should have a son forget his father? I would rather perish, literally. Let me honor the original promise I made. My son is stubborn, but he offers too much. Give me the logbook. I'm unsure how you came. And I should have a son forget his father? I would rather perish, literally. Let me honor the original promise.
Traveler, give me the book. I will gladly trade my father put everything on the line to save me. Should I hesitate when my father made the same choice? This isn't what I wanted.
I'm unsure. And I should have a son forget his father. My son is disappointed, but you respected my wishes, and for that, I am in your debt. Let me offer some small reward for your aid. And know that, should you find yourself in these lands again, my spirit will always be with you. Hear me, Hermes Mora, my liege. Seal our pact for eternity. We rebuke your other offer.
My father. Gone. I have no words. I am grateful for your assistance, Traveler. Please, leave me with my grief. Would this have gone differently? Had I never requested your aid? I'm sorry. Leave me to my thoughts and to my memories. To be honest, I'm not sure. I suppose you're right. Still, I am left to mourn a loss that did not have to be. At least I will still remember him. I should thank you for helping me find out what happened to him. And to me. Would this have gone differently? Had I never requested your aid? I'm sorry. Leave me to my thoughts and to my memories.
We find ourselves in interesting places sometimes, friend. Just remember to duck if you see books heading your way. They like to attack sometimes. Now, to business.
We meet again, traveler. Have you found another one of our missing ciphers? Or a volume of the Numinous Grimoire, perhaps? I feared the worst when Nelfin dropped out of sight. Strange things have been going on around here. Seems I was right to be worried. You mentioned a strange book. Was it the Numinous Grimoire, Volume 3? The Numinous Grimoire is dangerous. At a casual glance, it's illegible. But if you study it long enough, its meaning becomes clear. And you go mad. Nelfin should have known that. Leave the book with me and I'll put it away. Safely this time. I didn't know Cipher Nelfin well, but she deserved better. I must give this matter my attention. Who would want the Numinous Grimoire, and why? Thank you for bringing back this volume. Here, a small reward for your trouble. A strange tale. Why would this mysterious A kill a cipher who did as they asked? What's behind the promise to read the book together? Well, if you find any other dead ciphers or missing books in your travels, come tell me.
Ebullient, even. Incredible. Somehow, my experiment seems to have created a new, previously unseen mystic phenomenon. One frayed fate consumed the other by means and for reasons unknown. I'd be even happier if it didn't want me dead. Ha! Yes. I mean, would I prefer this adversary enjoy a strenuous argument over a pot of tea? Without a doubt. But you have to understand, I believe the Fate Weaver experiment was an abject failure. Indubitably. And mark me well, this discovery would not have been possible without your insights and abettance. We make a superlative research duo, you and I. I haven't had a competent cohort in some time. I must. My fate is still frayed after all. It must be restored and this dark being dealt with. But now, a question for you. Would you be willing, if you have the time and inclination, to continue our collaboration? Together, my new cohort, we began the work of understanding the nature of fate. We put an old friend to rest. And someday soon, we'll repair the key. But for now, accept my promised coin with enthusiastic thanks. Onward and upward! Together, cohort, we will accomplish stupendous things, remarkable things, for research! A fated arrival. Ah, yes, I'm here. I need more books, papers, research, anything and everything written down. If you see it, grab it. We can apologize later. Speak. I'm listening. Yes, certainly. I've had many collaborators over the years, and you are one of them. Someday you'll make something surprising with that.